Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Ram Navratna here. Welcome to HR Resonance channel. Today I am before you to deliberate on a topic building trust and confidence among employees, or even you may call it as building trust and confidence among in the workplace also. Let us see first what is trust. Trusting someone means that you think they are reliable, you have confidence in them, and you feel safe with them physically and emotionally. Another explanation is trust is something that two people in a relationship can build together when they decide to trust with each other. In a trust and confidence, one must be aware, and rather I can say be cautious about when you look down on yourself, you set an example on how others should treat you. Another important thing, three things one should never break in the life. Number one, promise. Second one is trust and someone's heart. So we have to maintain it very well and handle with care. Trust is an important part of any relationship, which will all agree. This is especially true in business setting between managers and employees, which play a very important role. As a leader, building a solid foundation of trust and respect in the people one manages will allow the team to achieve success and almost it reach their full potential. As one earns trust of employees, then they will strive to keep yours as well as theirs, because trust is a two-way street. That is, building employees' trust in workplace means one can trust them to work their maximum. That is what we say the law of reciprocation. It builds on employees' engagement, pride, and most important, their loyalty to the company. This is why these concepts are very important and we should always nurture. This can be especially important to the company's remote employees that you don't see every day. Then your relationship needs to have, they should have a solid foundation so that both sides can be confident and deliver. Simply put it, if your employees trust you, they will work harder for you, and if they don't trust you, don't expect any miracles from them, as simple as that. Organizations with low trust many times have to deal with matters like inefficient workers and increased turnover. That is why this topic is important. Having distrusting employees who constantly question every decision you make can be poisonous, and the attitude can spread throughout the organization. Then it can result in major setback, causing business not to perform well, and everyone will suffer, and that is a vicious circle. Therefore, to help the business run at top efficiency, let us look at a few of the very important insights that how to build trust. The one of the important point is set an example. This is especially important in the company culture that one is trying to instill in the company. The standards that one sets, you should obey yourself and hope employees will also do it. Don't ask them to do what you yourself would not be willing to do. One should always keep in mind this one. Nobody likes nowadays hypocritic or do as I say and not as I do. This attitude nowadays most of the people will not accept, even at the lower level. Set an example. A good leader provides direction, but a great leader leads from the front. This is what one should always keep in mind. Accordingly, one should be a model or example. Trust takes a long time to build, but it can be destroyed in a single second. That is why I say it should be nurtured and handled with care, or glass with care, what we say. Another element is clear communication. Setting clear expectations. Don't end up in losing employees' faith in you due to misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is a very negative thing. Don't give any room for misunderstanding. One should always keep in mind. Knowing what they expect from you and when they expect is important if you are going to act on their expectations. One should always be cautious about this fact. One more important part of communication is replying back. Friends, you will all agree with me, business strives to have 100% reply rate with their customers. When it is there, why should not be different with your employees? As simple as that. So therefore, leader or manager or entrepreneur should be fast in replying to the employees. In a business internal email and messages, it is really bad to leave employees waiting for an answer to an easy question or issue. So whenever petty issues or small issues are there, better to clear as fast as possible, or at the behest itself clear. A quick reply back can prevent potential delays and allow workers to complete tasks in a timely manner. That is the advantage. Having open mind or dialogue with employees and regular discussions away from the shop floor, so to speak, means there are fewer secrets and far fewer surprises. Any working issues can be ironed out immediately rather than delay. What I mean to say, there should not be any surprise. Okay, if there are surprise, then it is a bad. So therefore, there should be always transparency and communication should be there. Another important factor is build an accountability, or accountability also play a very important role in building a trust. Whether it be following up with them, sending an email, having a call, or completing a specific task by a certain day or a date, do what you say you will do, and when you said it, you must do it. Avoid overcommitting. There should not be too much overcommitting. Do your best to notify. Promising too much. Never do any promises, or even if you do the promises, always follow and complete. Allowing some flexibility. Allow some flexibility. Okay, that will make the employees happy and one may enjoy the job. Next significant factor is evaluation or follow-up. When one assigns tasks to employees, probably have due dates and follow-up set up to check on their progress, right? So always we give the date, time and all the factor. That is what is very important, because everything has to be completed in time frame. Otherwise there is no meaning. When you get feedback from employees, make sure you act on it. This will have a huge impact on the employee by showing that you actually care and show the concern. When you are proactively trying to address the employees' needs, it automatically increases their confidence. So that is why as a manager and a leader, so he must always keep in mind these things and always work towards that. Few of the points, let us see as a leader at all levels, what can make the trust in building the confidence of the employees. Number one, by aligning actions with words. I have come across in my service many people, whatever they speak, hear or think, they may be different. It should not be there. There should be a link. So whatever that will be there, that is why it's aligning actions with words. So one should be cautious and accordingly do that. Recognize that building trust takes hard work. It is not an easy task. Trust must be earned by respecting their ideas and time. Allow the employees for their ideas, provide them some reasonable time, then they will do that one, and thereby you can build the trust. Be honest and supportive. Whatever you say, be honest, genuine what you say, and supportive also. People will like this, and okay, enthusiasm will be there thereby. Another factor is be consistent and transparent. So whatever one do, they should be consistent, and transparency will also play a lot of important role. That is one of the important facts. Model the behavior you seek, and that is why I said one must be a model. Whatever that will be there, leader should be a model. Maybe it is time, maybe the commitment, maybe the delivery, whatever you can say. And multiply trust factor. All the time manager and leader should go on multiplying this trust factor. And never give up when in crisis. This is most important. I have come across many people and many managers while managing the people. They let down the people. Whenever a problem is there, okay, their support will be not there, or they vanish away, or they give the excuses. That should not be there. Whenever crisis is there, one should be along with them, by their side. That is most important factor that will create a lasting impression, and confidence will be more. Then among the peers and subordinates and superiors, how to build the trust? Some more additional inputs. Give workers praise when it is due. Friends, you will all agree, man craves for appreciation. So appreciation is one of the good medicine for everybody. So therefore, whenever workers or employees do good thing, give a praise. Don't postpone. Give immediately. So praise will keep them happy, and their morale will be high. Avoid office gossip. This is also one of the important factor. Gossip will lead to negative aspect. Therefore, we should always take preventive steps for gossiping. Share the information. Whatever the information will be there, that is what we say. Whatever method you adopt, whether it is a conference call, whether it is a meeting or a conference call, whatever you call, okay, always share the information. And the whole world will all agree, it all depends on the trust. Trust with each other. Next point is invest in employees development. So whenever any employee joins the organization, he always feels that he should do something, he should develop, he should be recognized. All such a factor will be there, which are all most important element in any human management. So provide some time and invest in employees development. That will help in building the trust and confidence. And pay attention to non-verbal communication. This is one of the significant factor. I have come across many problems because of verbal communication or non-verbal communication, whether it is a face, whether it is a body, whether it is a hand, okay, whether it is the way of seeing, cue, all that has been distance, all that has been matter. So therefore, non-verbal communication, everybody must be aware, and if I suggest better to practice and pay attention whenever you are communicating to your people. Another most important, which I personally experienced, welcome new hires graciously. That is why when I was in employment, I used to take lot of care in welcoming the new employees, what we say induction program. That is most important, because that is the first time whatever we say about the company, why company has hired them, why they have come to the company, what are their expectations, what is company expectations, what are their do's, what are their do nots, and what are their benefits. All these will go a very, very important role. That is why we say not only new hires should be welcomed graciously, at the end of the induction they should feel delighted. What you say, wow, this is very good. Yeah, I have joined the company, right company. Yes, I am really very happy. Yes, my decision is right in joining this company. Wow, such a company. Yes, I think I really make a career. Yes, I am confident. I am very happy. That is what the explanation should come. That is what we say, delight the newcomers. So that will go in the long run. Now, as I said about the importance, how to do, etc. Now, what will be the consequences if trust and relationship is not there? Trust is most important factor for all relationships. This will, you all of you will agree, no doubt about it. When trust is broken, it is the end of the relationship. Lack of trust leads to suspicion. Suspicion generates anger. Then anger causes enmity, and enmity may result in separation, and everything is disastrous. Then it is very difficult to rejoin or correct it or make any correction in that. So therefore one must be always cautious and one should always maintain that. However, it is a continuous process. Having seen the trust, now let us see the confidence aspect. Confidence is something that one has to really work at, hone it, and strive to believe in oneself until it becomes a part of it. Or another explanation, confidence is an essential quality to have, not only to better one's career but also to take care of self, whole person and system. That is what we say the confidence. Let us see a few of the points or inputs briefly. How to build confidence? Treat them with deep respect. Normally we say give respect and take respect. And there is a saying, respect should be earned and it should not be demanded. So that is why it should be earned. Be specific what is right. That is always right. Then things will be all the time in the right place. Help them prepare. Allow them to prepare. Give them reasonable time. Celebrate incremental improvements. This is very, very right, because whenever an employee or person comes, he always needs some improvement by all means, and we expect also, and that is a point of happiness. So whenever even small improvements are there, okay, generously encourage them, talk to them, okay, celebrate them. Over a period, that becomes very good. Then man's self-confidence and what we say ego, or what we say self-esteem will be high. Scaffold achievements. This is also very important. Line up, list out what are all the achievements. Scaffold. So then they will be high. Then they say, yes, I am in the sky. They enjoy in the sky. Then whole atmosphere we can see the confidence and trust. Encourage them on trial and errors also. So whatever reasonable things are there, by using the wisdom, allow them for trial and error, encourage them for all that. Friends, having seen how to build trust and confidence, positive side of it, then as is said, it is not so easy. It is very difficult. Lot of practical problems will come. Therefore, there is a matter of thought in this. But one must keep in mind that trust and confidence at workplace is bilateral and it is not unilateral. What we say, it is both sides. It is two-way traffic. That is what I said in the beginning. And for that, both sides to be worthy of conferment. I have come across many employers, they say, sir, we are doing all the best, but our employees are not so worthy. I have come across some employees saying, sir, we are doing really good, but our manager or my superior is not worth. So these are the things we hear practically in workplace. Therefore, they should be worthy of conferment, both sides. Then what is the way for that? Therefore, while selection, positive, devoted attitude with a passion for the work and profession is sound base. Therefore, whenever we make a selection of our people or our team or manpower, all these factors should be kept in mind. It means proper quality, worthy people have to be selected and they should be informed, trained and trained in this way. That is what very, very important, and that will go in the long run. All these things will lay a solid foundation to be laid, nurtured, to create appropriate culture and atmosphere. However, it is a continuous process. It has to be nurtured, developed, appropriate methods have to be taken, and it should be revalidated many times. Communication, clearing, removing the understanding, updation on all those things. So therefore, all these things have to be nurtured. Thereby, all the time that consistency will be maintained and that will all go in the long run. Friends, these are all some of the important points which will help to build the trust and confidence among the employees and also the workplace, which is a most important and significant factor for cordial and sound industrial relations base at the workplace. And for sound industrial relations base, ultimately trust and confidence will go in the long run, and that will carry a lot, and we can see productive environment at all the time and at all the place. Friends, if you are liking all these inputs, I request all of you to subscribe to our channel without forgetting. Further, if you need any more information or awareness or any training in addition to all these trust and confidence which we do in our one-day training program on industrial relations program, pathway to industrial relations, or on industrial relations, we conduct in-house as well as open house program wherein we cover trust and confidence is one of the topic among so many other things. But however, I thought trust and confidence is the base for cordial and sound industrial relations. That is why I have taken this topic. Anytime if you need for that, my contact details are there. If you need, make use of that. Friends, thank you very much. All the best.